boys and girls. Today is Tuesday, April the 21st. So today is social studies and we are still studying landforms. Our objective is I can identify the different landforms on the earth and I can draw and name landforms. The question says, can you give a description of each landform? And a description just means to tell a little bit about it. These are the ones that we're going to concentrate on today. Plateau, plain, volcano, cave, glacier, peninsula, canyon, and valley. To help us along, we're going to look at a video that shows us pictures of each of these. The first one is not one that we have. I think forest is not going to be, and cliff is not going to be one of our landforms that we've talked about, but the rest are. And the cliff is just the very top of the rock. Waterfall, a fall of water, usually from a great height. A stream, we said when the ice melts down from the mountains, a stream of water runs down the mountain and forms at the bottom. A canyon, is between two plateaus. The beach is where the coast meets the land. A cave is a natural underground hollow or passage. It's in the mountainside. A desert is flat land, and it has no trees, bushes, or greenery because it has very little water. It has cactus. That's the only plant that grows in the desert. An island is an area of land surrounded by water. Plain is a broad area of level or rolling treeless country. So there are very, very little trees, if any. And you can see very far across the land. A glacier is a large body of ice moving slowly down a slope or valley or spreading outward on a land. A plateau is a broad, flat area of highland. It's flat on top as opposed to a mountain that has a peak. A peninsula is a piece of land nearly surrounded by water. A good example for us to know is Florida. A river is a large natural stream of water flowing in a channel to the sea, lake, or other body of water. We have the Mississippi River near us. A valley is an area of lowland between hills or mountains. A forest has lots of trees and some shrubbery on the ground. The trees stop the sun from shining on the ground, so there's not a lot of bushes. A bay is water inside of land, but still has an opening so that you can go in it. We have Alabama, we have Mobile Bay. A volcano is a vent in the earth's crust from which melted or hot rock and steam come out. A mountain is an elevation higher than a hill. And finally, the ocean, a whole body of salt water that covers nearly 3/4 of the Earth's surface. So for our activity, boys and girls, I hope that you have a sheet of paper that you can fold, because we've done this in class many times. And so we're going to concentrate on, as I said, the plateau, the plain, the volcano, the glacier, the peninsula, the canyon, the valley, and a cave. So tear out a sheet of paper if you have a tablet. If you don't have the tablet and you do have a sheet of paper, because remember I asked you to always have a sheet of paper and a pencil ready to do some work. We're going to take our paper and we're going to fold it over so that we make a tall rectangle. And we should be used to doing this in school. And then we're going to take our tall rectangle and we're going to fold it down so that it meets at the bottom. And so now we still have a rectangle, but it's not as easy to see. We might say that it's a square, but actually these two sides are longer. And then we're going to fold it down one more time. And remember to press those creases. And when we open it up, we should have 8 pieces. Now, if you have a problem doing this, all you have to do is cut off the video and then start it back up again when you have your paper. But this is how our paper should look. And we should have 2 side by sides. So our middle is going to be here. And then this is our, let me make it a little lower. And I'm gonna make this one a little lower. And this is how our page should look. This is our paper. So remember, we always write our words first, because if we don't, we may run out of room. So the first one that we're going to write is canyon. We're going to write C-A-N-Y-O-N. And remember how our canyon looks. Let's see if I can put my hands on it real fast. Okay, here is our canyon. And the canyon is actually that part in the middle. So when we draw our canyon, we're going to draw a rectangle up here and a rectangle over here. And then we're going to have our line to come down and go up. Then we're going to make this dip, because that is actually our canyon. And we can just kind of have it go this way. Now, to make it look like rocks that's been layered, we're just going to draw some squiggly lines. And then we'll kind of make our lines go this way so we can see. Because this is the canyon. The canyon is between the plateaus. Remember, the plateaus are flat. Different from a valley. What?
Oh, saying maybe you should color it in so you can see.
Different from the valley.
Why don't you have a different color?
Because the valley is between two mountains. So someone said, this is our canyon. And remember we said sometimes people will build little towns in a valley. They don't do that in a canyon. It's not that big. Okay, and then the next one is going to be, we're going to draw, well, first we're going to write C, A, V, E, and we're going to draw a big mountain. And then in that mountain, we're going to make a little one, and that is the cave. Now, it's very dangerous to go into caves unless you find out if it's okay, because sometimes it starts to, the ceilings, the high parts start to fall, and they call it cave-ins because it comes down and it could kill you. So it's not that safe to go into caves. The next one, VOLCANO, is a volcano. So we're going to draw it like this, and then we're going to make the bottom like it's on land, but then we're going to put a little oval at the top. And remember, the stuff comes out of it, so we're going to make some lines like it's overflowing and it's coming from the top. Remember what it says, the mountain explodes in rock, and we call this lava, comes out of it. Oh, how are we doing, boys and girls? You should be doing fine. Remember, you can always stop the tape and then start it again if I'm going too fast. The next one that we're going to write is PLATEAU. And the difference with this is that it is flat on top. And let's make our land. And then we're just going to have some lines to come down. This is the plateau. So you can actually walk on top of it. But now it's going to be very hard to get on top of because it's very high. Okay, here comes PENINSULA. And peninsula is mostly surrounded by water, but it is connected to land. So when we're thinking Louisiana is in this little area right here. So if we come down to Florida, Florida goes down. This is our United States. So this is the peninsula. And this is Florida, the state of Florida. We call this the panhandle because it looks like a pan. But this is the peninsula right here. It's mostly surrounded by water. And you know, I visit Disney World a lot, and Disney World is about right here in Florida. And this is Louisiana. Let me make it look a little bit better. This is Louisiana. Well, you know, because we have Texas on one side and Mississippi and Alabama before we get to Florida. The next one is a plane, PL, and it's not the plane we fly in, it's AIN. Remember that AI. And let's just kind of draw the land. And we'll draw a tree because they have very little trees. But then watch this tree. You don't see a lot of leaves. You just kind of make, and it's little leaves combined together, but it looks like that. And then let's make some grass. Just little bits of grass because they don't have very much grass. It's not good earth to plant anything. We don't see bushes and trees and vines. So this is the plain. Let's write GLACIER, and this is a glacier. And if we see the mountain, this part right here is where it says big chunks of ice. So let me color that in. Big chunks of ice fall down the mountain. Now, when it falls, let's make it like this. When it falls down the mountain and it goes into the water, then it's called icebergs. And the last one is V-A-L-L-E-Y. And this is the valley. And you remember the valley this is the valley. I guess Amanda's gonna draw, color it in. Oh, look at that. She's making our volcano look really good. And you all remember Amanda. That's Miss McDowell's sister. Oh, look how good it looks. Whoa. Go ahead, Amanda. And the valley is, now the difference between the valley and the canyon is pretty small. It's not wide for houses, but in the valley can be, let's see, let's make it like this. I'm gonna make a mountain way over here. And you can actually have a little village in the valley. Some parts of California, they call it the valley. So let's go over these again. Canyon, cave, volcano, plateau, peninsula, plain, glacier, and valley. And we're going to add that to what we've already learned. So there are many different kinds of landforms, and it may be hard for you to remember them. I hope you understand them a little bit better. But as you go from grade to grade, it's going to be discussed more, and you will eventually understand it much better. Okay, that's the end of our lesson for today. Oh, boys and girls, this is what I want to say. I would like to drop off a packet to your house of some supplies that you could use when we're doing our lessons, like crayons or scissors, some glue, some construction paper, maybe some white sheets of paper. So, and what I would do is just call you, tell you that I'm going to drop it, and I would just leave it by your door, because remember, we have to stay apart from each other. So if you would like me to drop off a little packet, just give me your name and address on my phone. Text me your name and address, and I will start buying some supplies, and in a few days I will drop it off to you, because I would really like to do the art activities that we used to do in class. Remember when we did the rainbow fish? It would have been nice to be able to color the rainbow fish and have his sparkling scale. And I would have given you some foil in it too, so that we would be able to use it. So if you want me to drop off a packet to you so that we can use it when we're doing our lessons, remember what I said. Text me your name and your address, and I will definitely drop off a packet for you to use. Thank you.